Welcome to the project demonstration of automatic optimization and control of power factor, reactive power and reduction of THD for linear and non-linear by using Arduino Nano. So here we are going to use non-linear load of induction motor, and we are using PIC microcontroller instead of Arduino Uno. Why? Because it is very speed than the Arduino Uno, because Arduino Uno is going to be 16 megahertz and we are using PIC microcontroller of 20 megahertz. So here that's why we are using a high-speed microcontroller in order to monitor the current and voltage waveform phase difference angle. From there only we are going to calculate the power factor value, and based on that we are going to correct the power factor by connecting these 4 capacitive banks in parallel with the loads by using this electromagnetic relays. So here the power flow is, we are going to provide the 230 volts inputs from here, and that was given as main input voltage to the circuits as well as to the loads. So parallelly we are sending that to the load. So here this one is the CT current transformer, and this is the PT potential transformer to get the current waveform from this one and voltage waveform from this. So the output of this transformer is fit to the input of regulated power supply board. So the regulated power supply board will convert the 12 volts AC to 5 volts constant regulated power supply. So after this we can see the rectifier with the help of these 4 diodes and the filter and a regulator of 7805. So after this we will get the 5 volts constant power supply which is input to our main microcontroller. So PIC16F72 we are using. And coming to this motherboard, so there will be one crystal oscillator, so which is of 20 megahertz, and which will provide the 20 mega pulses per second. So that means microcontroller need 1 clock pulse to execute one instruction. As we have provided the number of instructions, nothing but read the current waveform and voltage waveform, find the phase difference and calculate the power factor and displaying on the LCD, and based on that controlling the relays. So these are the instructions are coded inside the microcontroller. So each instruction need 1 clock pulse to be executed. So like that microcontroller can execute 20 mega instructions in 1 second. So that is the fastness of our microcontroller. So why? Because we are providing 20 mega pulses per second. So that is the main purpose of this crystal oscillator. And next is reset switch. So this reset switch is plays major role in our project. Why? Because if is there any switching between the relays and the inductors, then there will be spikes will be generated. This is the total electrical circuits. So the spikes may affect the microcontroller to hang up. So though we are using the PIC microcontroller, sometimes there is a hang up situation. So in that one we need to restart the microcontroller just by pressing and release this switch. And next, coming to this LED, this is the power LED indication, and this is the program LED indication. For every loop of operation, this particular light, green light, will on and off for every loop of operation. And next, coming to the interfacings, A0, A1 is interface for CT and PT, and these 4 relay boards interfaced at C0 to C3, A0, A1 for C0, CT and PT, and next B2 to B7 is for our 16x2 LCD module. So from here we are going 5 volts power supply inputs, and next from these 5 pins we are going to load the hexadecimal code, nothing but the main code, into the microcontroller by using PIC2 hardware module by connecting that to laptop. And next, just this is the power supply, is not required in our project, there is no connections. And coming to the LCD board, there will be potentiometer to set the contrast of this LCD. So we are using 16x2 LCD. And coming to this 4 relay board, so these are the 12 volt operated 4 relays board, and each relay is controlled with the transistor. So here we are using BC547 transistor. So each relay is indicated with the LED indication, so which will show the status of the particular relay. And we are going to on the transistor, and the transistor will switch on the relay. A relay will connect the particular capacitor in parallel with the whole loads, nothing but R plus L plus, and C will be added in parallel with that. L and resistive loads are connected in series, and the capacitor will add it to the R plus L. And on this relay board we can see one diode also connected. The diode purpose is, whenever we are controlling this relay is made of copper coil, So the copper coil will discharge when it is off and charge when it is on. So when it is discharging, it will provide us a back EMF that will be neutralized by this diode. If the diode is not present, then the microcontroller will keep on restarting. Though we are using diode also, sometimes we will get restarting due to this heavy noise from this relay circuitry, as a capacitor also will discharge. And next, so this is the current transformer circuits. The purpose of this one is this voltage transformer circuits, and this is the current transformer circuits. So the main difference between these two is, here we are getting only 12 volts AC, but here we are getting 230 volts of AC based on the current. So as we know that current transformer is always a step up transformer, so which will step up this input current, and it will step up the voltage into the AC only, and that voltage is given as input to this potential divider circuit here. So here we are using 100:1 potential divider ratio, and after that there will be a one IC that is called TB107 IC. So that particular IC will convert the AC to DC again, and the filtration, after that we will get the voltage directly fed to the input to our microcontroller. So they are the flow, and here main purpose of this project is we are going to eliminate the harmonics by connecting these heavy capacitors. Generally power factor correction purpose only one capacitor is needed. So now the microcontroller independently check the power factor value. If it is below 0.9, actually it should be the 0.1 near to that, but actually it's not possible as we don't get the pure resistive load. So that's why we are going to monitor the 0.9, 0.91. Whenever it is below that, then the microcontroller will take a decision to control the relays board by adding these capacitors to eliminate the harmonics in that while connecting the power factor correction. So let us see the demonstration. So generally these connections will be removed while packing, right? So before switching on the kit, connect B to the B here. It's very important. If you misconnect anything, then the kit may damage. And next T at this T, and next the C, nothing but current transformer output and voltage C to the C section. And the next R, relay board for this R. This is very important. Check twice or thrice before switching on the main power supply to the kit. So once we switch on the kit, then there will be a welcome message on the LCD screen, right? As there is no load, that's why it's keep on displaying the project name only, because there is no voltage and current waveform is not available now. So when we connect the load of 100 watts, now we program the system, we calibrated the system for 3 different loads with one non-linear load of induction motor. So the ratings of this one is 60 watts and 100 watts bulbs. So let us go with the 100 watts bulb now. Keep it L off, it's inductor off. Now only R load presents. Sometimes what will happen is the relay off, but in that relays there will be a contact stays contact. So then we can just tap this relay to isolate that. And now we can see the power factor for resistive load is 0.94, and let us see that by adding the inductive load. So 0.82, and automatically it will be corrected by adding the 2 relays. Means by switching on the 2 relays, the 2 capacitors will be added with the duration of maximum of 1.5 seconds duration only. And we can see the light is keep on blinking. It's indicated the controller is processing the input modules and controlling the output modules. And when it is isolated, it's go to the leading, and after some times the relays, right, will isolated as it's going to the leading one. Okay, and we can add directly R plus motor as well as only independent motor. Let us see the independent load. So better to display the individual load outputs, because there is one capacitor. In order to discharge, we should give some time to discharge that. these capacitors.